Yeah, I think we're constantly working on both sides of the ball. We spend a lot of time, I think, this summer offensively. The different style of play that we wanted to play with the two posts. So I think now it's really about the chemistry amongst the different lineups that we're putting in, and that's going to be a work in progress as we go through this non-conference. I'm hoping that was one of hopefully not many bad shooting nights for us. I know this team is a very capable shooting team. I think we have great shooters around our posts. I liked some of the shots we took in the Bucknell game. When we went back and watched the film, and we even addressed it a little bit at halftime. I thought we took too many quick threes. I thought we were much better in the second half, and really, taking what Bucknell was giving us.
Casey obviously not a great shooting night for her on Sunday, but to see players, some of the younger players like Ben Hayden kind of pick up the scoring slack, both of them finishing in double figures. When you're a senior, you're fifth, sixth years, if not necessarily getting going offensively. How much does that help you guys confidence wise? That even if your leaders don't necessarily have a gun, that you can still find other ways to score, other players to get the ball out.
Yeah, I think that's been really good. Obviously we've only played a couple games, but we've had different people step up in each and every one of those games. You look at all the box scores, and it's very much a balanced scoring sheet. And I think that's how it's going to be the majority of the year. So at any point, at any time in the game, on any given night, I think different people are going to step up for us. So that was really good to see. It was Erica's night. We were going at her, going to her, and she produced.
Have there been any specific things that you guys are kind of working on in practice that you noticed, like now that you guys have some games under your belt, that, we noticed that, we want to kind of focus on that, beyond that? What are some things that you guys kind of noticed so far?
Yeah, it's been tough because we've had a lot of games here in such a short amount of time. So it's really been a lot of prep for our opponents, and Mercyhurst gives us different challenges that we have to be ready for. I anticipate seeing a lot of zone against them. So we worked at length about that today. We're going to see pressure. Obviously, we saw a ton of pressure against Michigan State, so I think we're well prepared for that. But it is a little bit different, and they go their pressure back into zone. So we worked, on that. But it's been tough to kind of work on some other things because it's been so much prep in this game stretch.
This is such a long season. I mean, it is the earliest it's ever started.
Yeah.
It's a 4-month season, so how do you kind of matriculate through the focus and being a long season, because focus is going to drift?
Yes and no. I think with this group, because we are so young, too, and there's so much we have to get better at, and so much we have to see growth, throughout the course of the season. So you kind of, you put it in kind of boxes, and how much do you want to prove at this point, and how much do you want to have improvement at this point in the season. And I think this group has such a very high ceiling. And so I think we're very eager to go to practice with them every single day. I think they're very hungry in practice, and hopefully that will continue. Our practices are really competitive. So I'm hoping, that will really, provide us with a lot of competitiveness throughout the season.
Are you cautious not to overdo it so early?
Yeah, I mean, our class schedule right now, we don't practice very long. So we go hard. We're in the mornings. We go hard. We go intense. And so they're short, intense practices. I don't think, at any point, we're bored right now in practice, and we shouldn't be at this point in the season.
Based on just your evaluation of last season, the things that you saw, the things that you were good at, maybe not so good at, has there been anything that you've seen so far that you've been pleasantly surprised about, that like growth that you've seen, or something that maybe just this team can do that maybe you didn't think there was a capability for them, or maybe something they didn't show last year necessarily?
Yeah, I think definitely our execution in the half court. I thought that was on display a little bit against Bucknell. Obviously, you guys know we want to play fast. We want to try to score in transition. But even with a new system, that game, it was going to force us to execute in the half court. And I thought we did that very well. even with such a young group, they knew where we wanted to get the ball to, how we wanted to execute. So that has been, I think, just a vast improvement, from where we were at last year.
What are you kind of expecting to see from Thursday?
Well, new coach, and I will tell you, they play really, really hard. They've played, Michigan State being a Power 4 opponent, and Dayton being a really good basketball team as well. So even in those games, although they were blowouts, they're still playing really hard every possession. So, even in their game against Cornell, they were down big. But fought back. And so I know they're going to come ready to go, and they're going to really try to challenge us and battle us. We got to be ready to go from the get-go. We have to defend the three-point line. That's been a huge point of emphasis for us in practice. And then, like I said, we're going to see a lot of zone and how we handle that, and hopefully get the ball to where we want it to go will be key.